Hey Books, welcome into our Scorpio-Sagittarius astrology tarot reading for January 2026. I thank you guys so much for tuning into this message, and I do hope it serves you well whenever it's divinely meant to. Make sure you check out the deck giveaway that I am doing here for the thrift deck shop on my website. That post is over on the membership tab if you haven't seen it already. Excuse me. If there's any deck that you would like in the deck shop, go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I will send you a giveaway link so that you can purchase it for free, and shipping will be on me. All right, as a little thank you for being here. Start 2026 off in the spirit of giving, because I'm very grateful for y'all. I truly am. So thank you for being here. Okay, let's get into your energy here, Scorp Sag, and keep in mind this could be for any Scorpio or Sagittarius placements that you have, and or for your 8th and 9th house placements. All right, biggest message that I was getting in the meditation is some of y'all are ascending into love. Venus is ascending you in a way that is multifaceted, multidimensional. Okay, so not just romantic love. That could be self-love, love of community, okay? Feeling connected to love, giving love, receiving love. Ooh, okay. And all of the above. That was like the biggest energy that was coming forward. Another message I was getting for you here, Scorp Sag, is that you are going to learn, or you are learning, the power of your, okay, they want me to say the strength, not just the power, but the strength of your emotional body. That scorpionic emotional intensity could be amplifying here in January. Maybe with all the conjunctions and movement that Venus is doing right now, could be relevant here. But you're going to understand the power of your emotions a little bit deeper this month. Okay? There's also something about inner authority coming through. I'm hearing the word durability. Your durability is showing. I don't know why people underestimate you, or why you've been underestimated, or someone has underestimated you, but you're shining through that. It's almost an energy of, yeah, somebody didn't think you had it in you. Okay, maybe you didn't think you had it in you, but there is this inner power, inner authority that is shining very brightly from you right now, and it feels like it's also like revealing maybe your like a I guess I almost want to call it like a superpower. Almost like we all have it, right? We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Maybe that's the better term for it, but it's like you are learning about your strengths and weaknesses from maybe a new point of view and a new perspective. I don't know if you've been challenging yourself here lately, Scorp Sag, and you've been rising to the occasion, or if you've been channeling that emotional energy into something, but it's okay, it's giving me that sense of, you know how sometimes people want to make it seem like being emotional is a bad thing? Like, oh, you're too emotional to do this. You're too sensitive to do that. It's like you're proving that myth. Yeah, you're proving that ideology to be a myth. Right? I feel like you are showing the value in sensitivity, or you're learning the value of your sensitivity, or you're teaching someone the value of being sensitive, being a sentient being. Yeah, like people who are too emotionally oriented can't get things done. You know, they're all over the place. And it's like, no, you're just not a robot. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a robot. You're not cold. You're not cold-hearted. So the things that you maybe you, okay, I'm saying you maybe, or that maybe something else, or you were taught to look at as a weakness, are becoming your strengths. And I almost feel like here, Scorp-Sag, those strengths are going to lead you somewhere, lead you into an opportunity, lead you into some sort of, I'm seeing the Four of Wands in my mind's eye, so some sort of contract, agreement, connection, where, again, the strength of your emotional body, the strength of your sensitivity is absolutely needed and necessary. It benefits. It's a plus. It's a must-have in that situation. It's valuable. So the things that were once maybe deemed invaluable about you are now becoming the very things that are the most valued. Okay, so value system. Okay, that's interesting. That's a very interesting energy. Let's see what the divine wants you to know a little bit more about it. Tell me more about what this value, ascension into love, timeline. So I'm on like 3 different timeline energies here. Place yourself where you feel you might be. What's going on with all of this? Divine universe, thank you. Yeah, 4th house, home. Yeah. So that internalization of your sensitivities having no value, or being traits that you need to change, things about you that people might not like, or, you know, you gotta be more this and you gotta be more that, as opposed to nurturing that. So those internalized messages from home, from culture, is what you might be shining through. Yeah, progressions. Seeing a lot of progress in. Yeah, I really do feel like that. It's like, I don't know if that's what you were told by somebody, or again, what you internalized, that people in your home or people around you in your immediate nucleus, your family, your community, felt like you wouldn't progress because you're too emotional, or because you're too sensitive, or you're too intense. And they're watching you progress. It's like, it's almost like okay, I want to maybe say people. I'm seeing the 5 of Wands. So yeah, this could be people. Are figuring out or seeing that they were wrong about you. They were wrong about you. They misjudged you. Maybe that's where that value system is coming in. Show me a little bit more about this energy for Scorp-Sag in January. What are these influences for Scorp-Sag in January? Thank you. Yeah, abundance. They were wrong about you. That you can be connected to your emotional body and still have abundance. Still grow. Again, what was once maybe looked down upon about you is now what's exalting you. The moon, I'm trying to tell you, perception. Yeah. So what used to be valued, what used to be looked at as high status, or, you know, this is, I feel like we were talking about this, right, in the January, first half of January reading. Ooh. That perception is changing. Where, okay, so like in the example, right, for an example, let's say you prioritize your emotional health, your well-being, your physical health, your peace, your comfort. And that was looked at as laziness, or again, you're not going to progress anywhere with that mindset or that attitude or prioritizing those things. And then look at how the world turned after 2020. Now health, being able to be healthy is the most coveted thing, right? Like, that's what I mean by the value system shift. It's, yeah, what was looked at as a weakness in you is now being perceived as a strength. Like, you are abundant because you've taken care of yourself. You don't stress yourself out, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you prioritize different things. Yeah, it's perception. Somebody's perception of you, or maybe your perception of yourself, is shifting and changing. Tell me a little bit more about this energy for Scorp Sag in January. Thank you. Yeah, Neptune and Vision. Yeah, it's almost like, oh, you don't know anything. You know how people can kind of pass you off as if you're like dense or slow, or you don't have anything to add, because you don't move like them, you don't think like them. There's no value in that. And then now that's like the most valuable thing now. Think about how much the world has changed, especially in the realm of health and well-being and wellness. Especially for those of y'all that have been on a spiritual journey for a very long time, before it was trendy and cool and popular. And then in the, you know, aesthetic thing to do. Before the social media of it all. Oh, that's weird. You know, that's like, you know, oh, you really believe in astrology? Oh, like, that's lame. Like, all of that. And now everybody knows their big three now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's into it. It's yeah. Okay. I can't make it up. Sensitivity. Some of y'all are gonna, okay, this is like a random side note. Some of y'all are gonna see something before it happens. Well, they call that a premonition. Trust that. Move in accordance, or whatever guidance is coming through that premonition, that vision. Okay. Yeah, 8th house and a mystery. And cross-pollinate and Gemini. Yeah, it's like now maybe people want to socialize with you, want to connect with you. Now they want to get to know you, where they weren't really interested in that before. Okay, so maybe that's that 5 of Wands energy I was seeing. Just be mindful, Scorp Sag. Be mindful. Trust your sensitivity. Trust your energy. Okay. Mystery with the 8th house. Yeah, there's, again, a lot that people didn't know about you or wasn't aware, didn't pay attention to. That I'm hearing now they wish they would have. And these could be people close to home, people from your hometown, people you grew up with. Yeah, I'm seeing that clock and progressions. No, I don't know. It's almost like nobody really ever took the time to get to know you. They just maybe made assumptions. Now you stand to get some sort of abundance here. Or, okay, for somebody here, somebody's trying to figure out how, like, what you have going on in your world, in your life, without kind of talking to you directly. Yeah, Tower energy. You might be sensing people trying to snoop around your energy, because you might have a bit of a mystique here with the 8th house. Just being your natural self. Yeah. Okay, show me the home. What's in the home? What's the 4th house energy influence? I can't make it up. The 7 of Swords. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, this could be people who might have been bumping their gums, talking about you like they really knew you when they don't. Okay, I'm kind of getting a scenario. Like, let's say somebody close to home to you. Okay, let's say like you don't come around a lot in this home community. You're rarely ever home. And because you're away, the people who claim to know you, your family, right, say all these things, right? People maybe try to compliment them about you. Oh, I saw, you know, Scorp-Sag was doing this, and wow, that's so cool. And they backbiting. Nah, it's not really that. You know, whatever. Or somebody's like, was like, I want to say like complaining about you, or like talking behind your back low key, okay? Talking shit. Because you're not going to come around to disprove that, so they can say whatever they want. It's almost like now you're coming around and people are like, wait a minute. This person said that you were this way and that way and da-da-da-da. I'm not seeing that. I'm confused. What's up with that? 7 of Swords. Somebody's now having to clean up the words or bite their words, or what's that? Put their foot in their mouth? Somebody now has to put their foot in their mouth when it comes to you, Scorp-Sag. Yeah, because you had moved on, you were away. Or it's like they're talking to somebody who they feel might know you the best, and that person doesn't know you at all. Like, doesn't know you well at all. Okay, yeah, so people who might have been backbiting are now having to put their foot in their mouth. Show me this progression journey. Thank you. Come on, man, you've elevated. Queen of Wands. I just heard you're coming into your own. Really nicely. Okay, you're becoming a powerful person, Scorp-Sag, whether you're aware of that or not. Ooh, that just sent a wave of energy through my body. You're becoming a powerful person, moon energy, whether you know it or not. What's this abundance? Jupiterian abundance, thank you. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who would, I don't know why that's coming through, and that's so sad, but it's like, oh, you'll never make it. You'll never be this. Oh, they're not really doing it big like that. They don't really have the skill set. They don't really know. It's, you know, whatever. And you're proving it wrong day by day. And it's literally somebody who claims to know you, or here's the irony of it all. They should know you. And I hate to say shoulds, but there's no reason why they wouldn't know you. They know you. Okay, some of them, they know your character. They just decided to make a whole bunch of stuff up, or felt like they had to talk against you. And it's like you're progressing on your journey. You're growing. You're elevating in some way. And it's like, well, if they were really all that bad or all that terrible or all that dysfunctional, how are they steadily climbing? How are they, you know what I mean? How are they making this happen? So somebody lying. Somebody lying. I don't see no fire. Exactly. 7 of Swords. The lies are coming from in the home, hun. That's what I mean. Yeah. What's this perception? There's the 4 of Wands. I can't make it up. Like I said, this is somebody who should know you. But they didn't take the time to really get to know you, or they do know your character. They know. but they want to act like they don't. Or they thought they could get away with speaking lies, telling half-truths, talking down. So people wouldn't be interested in you. People wouldn't get to know you for yourselves. It's like something like that. Six of Cups with the Four of Wands. Yep. Somebody been the Knight of Swords. Okay. Can I get one? What's the perception of the... Your third queen. Excuse me? What did I say earlier? Venus is ascending you. That's Empress energy. How could you be so this and that when you're the Empress? Clearly, you one queen away. 3 queens in a row is crazy. Wow. Right. The perception was you were all emotional. You know, you're just too delicate to function, or too intense, too all over the place. Like, you know, that Scorp-Sag will never get it together. Like, that whole thing. Somebody really felt like that, Scorp-Sag, and I'm so sorry to bring that message out, but what I love about this is it can only be the lie. Now the lies are being shown because you're the Queen of Wands, you're the Queen of Pentacles, and you're the Queen of Cups, regardless of your gender. So how, Sway? How are you the 3 queens, but you're dysfunctional? Like, and in the upright, too. Keep in mind, no reversals here. How? So who's really telling the truth? You know what? Yeah. Just keep doing whatever you're doing, Scorp-Sag. It's right on time. What's this vision? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Neptune can be very distorted energy. Somebody wanted to distort people's perception of you. Oh, they're really not the Queen of Wands. They're really not that creative. Oh, no, they're not that creative. No, and you know, they're really not that good with money. No, they really don't make a lot. No. And you know, they're really just so emotional. Like, yeah, just, they're really not that. They pretend to be that way. Like, pretend? Oh, yeah, somebody thought you were faking. I feel like I've gotten this energy before. So maybe this is like the conclusion of that. Now it's being seen. Now somebody has to clean up everything they said. 7 of Swords. They have to clean up the 5 of Swords that they put out there about you. Show me, Pisces. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Because what... Damn. Because what they couldn't see is that you were battling the 5 of Cups. You were in the 5 of Cups. I just heard you were having a human moment. And someone used a very human moment to distort people's vision and outlook on you. As opposed to saying, no, actually, Scorp-Sag is going through a lot. It's, no, they're unstable. Yeah, no, maybe they need to go to like an outpatient. Maybe they need to be, you know, it's like, yeah, no, like they're mentally ill. Like, it's like something like that. Knowing good damn and well you were grieving. Wow. Wow. Knowing good damn and well you were grieving. Somebody took advantage of a low moment that you might have been in. I just heard use that to kind of catapult themselves or boost their ego or their self-esteem. But did they not think you would come out of that 5 of Cups? You would come out of that grief? Your scorpionic energy. Grief and you are like this. That sense of reverence for the transition that death is, for the transformation that death is. It's almost like somebody didn't allow you to be human. Somebody was trying to paint you a certain way, but out of the lens or the scope of humanity. Somebody didn't give you grace here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Show me this 8th house. What's the mystery? How do you do it? Right. How do you do it? Because you got the Ace of Cups. So you were never not. Yeah, like I said, you were never not these queens. You just were in a 5 of Cups moment. Sensitivity. I just heard you had a lot of grief in your heart that you had to sit with in only a way that scorpionic energy could. And rather than maybe inquiring about that, rather than saying, are you okay? It's, oh, you're unstable. Oh, you'll never make it. Oh, nah, you can't handle that. Oh, you're incompetent. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. Bitch, I'm grieving. I'm so sorry. Like, that's kind of like, damn. You can't even have a moment to grieve. You can't even be human. Everybody want to act like they're so perfect. Damn, yeah, that's what I mean. And you know what it is? Oh, thank you, Divine. This is from someone who actually probably feels like you're perfect. So to see you in the 5 of Cups was like, yes. They celebrated your 5 of Cups. Haha, see? They're not the queen. They're not so regal. They're not so this. They're not so that. They're not so put together. They don't have it all. Tell me you a hater without telling me you actually a fucking hater, bro. That shit is corny as hell. Yeah, my body getting hot. Okay. All right. But karma's here, regardless. Karma is here. Show me the 7 of Swords in this home. Who is behind this 7 of Swords for Scorp-Sag, if they're allowed to know? The Moon and the 8 of Swords, you don't need to know. Yeah, you don't need to know. Could be a Libra. Take it as it resonates, or a Taurus. Venus energy, exactly. You don't need to know. That doesn't matter. Because with the 8 of Swords, it could definitely be more than one. All that matters is, look at what's at the bottom of the deck. All that matters is you're reclaiming your sun energy. All that matters is you're coming out of that 5 of Cups, getting to the 6 of Cups, finding your balance, finding your harmony again. Ace of Cups there. Okay, so what does Scorp-Sag need to know? Okay. 8 of Swords. Yeah. So now the deception and the lies and the backbiting is now binding someone else. So it's like somebody might have tried to expose you, and they only exposed themselves because there was really nothing to expose about you. Like, there was really nothing truly hidden. Yeah, you weren't faking it. It's like somebody maybe thought your grief was fake. Again, not looking at you through a human lens. Not actually tapping in or connecting with the humanity of you. I don't know why that keeps coming through. Someone didn't look at you as human. Somebody wanted a performance. Or someone thought you were performing. No. Okay. This could have a very like racial tone to it for whatever reason for somebody here. Somebody's internal bias didn't allow them to see you as human. So they mistreated you, or they backbit you basically. Because there's no way that you could actually be sad. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Yeah. For some of y'all here, this was a racial thing. And I hate to bring that out, but it is real life. Ooh, child, it's real life. Especially in this climate, in this time. Yeah. Right. Where you're not allowed to be human. You need to be perfect in every way. You need to constantly have a smile on your face. You need to constantly be submissive. You need to constantly be agreeable. And any energy outside of that agreeableness, can't tolerate it. Oh no, you're incompetent. Oh no. Yet let a one minor inconvenience happen for that person. Oh, their whole day's ruined. Oh, they're throwing a fit. Oh, they're having a whole tantrum. So they could throw tantrums all day, but you can't be sad. You can't just have a moment of grief without being labeled inept. Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles and Jupiterian abundance. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Right. There is multiple people. Yeah, you're over there, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. This was a lot of gossip. I don't know if you're aware of that. There's a lot of gossip that's being cleared up about you. That very much so cleared up about you. Yeah, the Chariot. Come on now. Come on now. And that's why it's being cleared up, because if you were everything that these people or this person said you were, how are you in the Chariot? How are things still working out for you? How have you not fallen yet? How are you still, how? Yeah, good question. How? And that, like, it's, I think I'm laughing to keep from being really upset. I'm trying to release that energy because, yeah. Queen of Cups, that's how. 10 of Cups, that's how. That's how. Somebody tried to make it seem like you couldn't add value. Right. You couldn't add value to something. You were the weakest link. You were the one that was stirring the pot. You were the one causing all the problems. It was you, Scorp-Sag, you. Whole time, more than likely, you were the one that was the glue in whatever this situation was. Right. Right. Somebody couldn't stand the fact that people felt the 10 of Cups around you. That people were getting along with you. People like you. Somebody was very bothered by that. So they had to go out their way to say all these half-ass things out of context. Take something that you were going through. This could be somebody you even confided in. Family, home. Take that and distort it to others as, oh, you know, Scorp-Sag is at the bottom. Oh, yeah, I don't know that they're going to make it. Yeah, I just don't see them getting out of this. Like, no, I just don't think they have, like, they're not, like, took that. Ooh, child. Yeah, and you know what? Good. You know why this needed to happen? Because you needed to know that whoever was in that home was a snake and a half, babe. You needed to see that. This needed to happen. Whatever this was, it needed to happen. So now you know who not to confide in, first and foremost. Who doesn't have room and space for you when it comes to you being human? Who doesn't even look at you as human? And you could cut that right on off. Show me more about this 5 of Cups with sensitive. Yeah. 4 of Wands back out here with the 5 of Pentacles. Like I said, now somebody regrets what they said about you. Somebody regrets lying on you, Scorp-Sag. Very much so, because they're being proven to be the liar. Somebody wanted to see you in the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody had no heart towards you, no compassion, no sincerity. Again, a lack of humanity. A lack of human nature. This is somebody who Yeah, they're ruled by their biases. They are. So because everybody might have been the Page of Cups upright towards you, they had to make a point to be the Page of Cups in reverse. They just couldn't stand people rallying around you, supporting you, liking you. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like I said, if somebody came in, oh, you see all the cool things that Scorp-Sag is doing? Nah, that ain't shit. They're not really doing that. They're just, it's all make-believe. It's all in their head. They're really not, you know, like that kind of ish. And you know why? Because people don't talk like that about this person or these people. They don't get that kind of response. They don't cultivate the 10 of Cups. People get a little sad when they come around. People go, yeah, they don't get talked about like that. So they had to make sure that somebody was stirring the pot when it comes to you. Yeah, okay, you stirred that pot and got yourself all caught up in it, huh? Tell me this 5 of Cups. This sensitivity is silly. Exactly. Judgment and the 3 of Swords. Exactly. Judgment's being called. You thought Pluto wasn't going to come through for a Scorpio? Please. Not even just a Scorpio who's doing the right thing by their grief, their endings. Like, yeah, underestimated for sure. Now they're in the 3 of Swords. They hurt their own heart. They messed their own self up. And there's really nothing that needs to be done about it. That's on them. Nobody told you to go be the Page of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Nobody told you to do that. Yeah, all right. Can I get one, please, Divine, for Pisces with this 5 of Cups? Thank you, the King of Swords. Right, because you were grieving, oh, you can't make sound choices and decisions. When you... oh, you can't make sound choices and decisions when you were the only... I almost want to say that you were the only person sane and, like... I feel like this is people that you supported at one point, or you were helping, even in your own grief. So how are you incompetent when you're helping them make choices, wise choices and decisions, while having a grieving heart, while being sensitive? How are you incompetent when they come to you for what they should do and I need help and you know, how? It don't make no sense, because it never did. And that's, so it's like you're not even the Queen of Swords, you're the King of Swords. How are you incompetent? Like I said, somebody wasn't willing to give you the space in the room to be human. Somebody wanted to look past your humanity and wanted to filter you through all these stereotypes and their biases, and that's backfiring on whoever that is. Or for some of y'all, it's, yeah, I don't like the way you shine. You shine with so much authority, so much confidence. Somebody wanted to knock that down a couple of notches because they feel so fucking miserable in their own life and about their own self. Misery loves company. And whatever this energy is, don't give it company at all. Starve that shit out. Let them sit alone. Whoever that is, whatever this is, especially if this is coming from inside the house, in the home, the people who know better but chose to not do better, yeah, let them sit in that. So what's the mystery around this Ace of Cups? Yeah, where did all this self-love come from? How are they? It could be, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Death. because you're not a fucking robot. You're a human being, and you deserve the space and the room to feel all that you need to feel. It doesn't take away from your intelligence. It doesn't take away from your logic. It doesn't take away from your ability to do anything or be anything or handle anything. It's because you understand the flow of energy, Pisces. You know how to move with the flow. You know how to feel that 5 of Cups, honor that 5 of Cups when it's time, and still make sound choices and decisions. And that's something that whoever these people are can't do if their life depended on it. And you know that to be fact, especially if you're resonating with this. You know that. They know that too. That's why they had to cast a shadow. That's why they had to distort the vision of you. You're not so perfect, but you never claimed to be. That's a pedestal they put you on. Yeah, and now the perception has shifted. The hangman, like I said. Now people see the truth of who was lying, who was hating, who was stirring the pot, and who didn't deserve to be treated like that. And who was actually the brain. Come on, man. Like I said, now people might want to socialize with you. Now people might want to get to know you. When, especially if this was like a spread out thing, like one person said something. Sometimes that Pisces, maybe it was a Pisces, take it as it resonates, but sometimes that Page of Swords energy is like the game of telephone. That person who distorts what's being said, like they're hearing the right thing, but then they go blah, 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 just to mess it up. That's what someone did. And that's coming back around. Okay? Somebody didn't want you to be seen for who you really are. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. But you can't block authentic shine. That's one thing, that's for sure. So keep being you, Scorp-Sag. Keep doing you. The liars will bind themselves. All right, let's get your guidance, because I need to get out of this energy. Yeah, show me this 7 of Swords. Ooh, yeah, my throat chakra's clearing like crazy. Show me the 7 of Swords with the 8 of Swords. Under the home, yeah. Destiny. Like I said, this was going to happen regardless. This was meant to be. Because the people you were holding close to your heart, 4th house, 4th chakra, home, might have been behind this 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy. Those would have been people you would have poured into. That you were pouring into. And they still chose to backbite you. At least now you know. Like I said, you see, you're seeing the snake. You're seeing it truthfully. You know who it is. Don't doubt your intuition right now, Scorp-Sag. You know who it is, even if it's hard. Okay? This is destiny playing out for you. Chariot energy, exactly. Show me the journey of this Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Thank you. Yeah, conduit. Right. And it did come out in reverse. Because I almost feel like that's what the perception was. Oh, you're not really spiritual. You're not really receiving energy. You know what I mean? You're not really tapped in, tuned in like that. You're not a conduit for source. Even if you don't, like, let's say you don't necessarily do what I do, right? It's the way that I'm hearing the way you talk, the way you walk. It's in your energy. It's in your essence. The whole reason why somebody would want to cast doubt on that is because it's seen. They can tell you're connected. They can feel it. Okay, they want me to put that back. Exactly. They could feel it. They just don't want to believe it. Or they didn't want anyone else to see it. Clarify this progression journey. Yeah, acceptance, right. But all it took was for you to accept it. Ancient memory, yeah, this is something that might be might be from a past life, might be connected to a South Node energy for you, Scorp-Sag, okay? But it's accepting that you are on a spiritual journey, Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and that's no lie. Yeah, stillness. This was stuck in stagnant energy that you, by being you and choosing to be authentic, choosing to be human, it ruffled this up. It kind of shook this up so that you could see the truth of whoever's in that Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords energy about you. Okay, what's the abundance with the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Cups? Yeah, initiation. Exactly. Yeah. This was a part of a spiritual initiation for you. Scorp-Sag, initiating you into your, I'm hearing your rulership of your energy. 8th house mystery with death. Like, look at all of that. For me to keep talking about Pluto, Scorpionic, that transformation, like, you've mastered that. You've mastered that. And what you need to know, thank you. This is why this was destined to happen the way it did, Scorp-Sag, because when you are initiated into this abundance, like I said, you would have given that abundance to these people without a second thought about it, but you needed to know the truth of who they were to you. Not family. Definitely not friends. Absolutely foe. This was the divine showing you the enemy. Showing you how close the enemy maybe was to you. And when I say the enemy, I mean the force that is trying to stomp out light, to prevent light from growing, to prevent balance from happening. Okay? Yeah. Dream. You've dreamt about these individuals, because I feel like it's more than one. You've dreamt about them. The divine has shown you this truth. And you needed to see that again, so you knew what to do and what not to do. So you could have stronger guidelines, stronger boundaries where they were needed. Because I don't know that you had strong boundaries with these people. Because again, if it's the 4th house in the home, they were close to you. They were family. They were friends. They were people, members of part of your community. People you've known forever. Yeah. Clarify perception. Thank you. Detachment. Exactly. What I love about this and what I feel here, Scorp-Sag, is that even though that you might have picked up on people perceiving you that way, you might even caught wind, people might have even told you, oh, I thought you were this way. Why does everybody say you're like this? Yeah, so that maybe came out. But the fact that you didn't connect with that, like you didn't let that attach to you, this is almost like giving me like a level of unbothered that you've acquired here. Not being too concerned about people's perception of you, especially people who haven't taken the time to get to know you at all. Why? Who are they to prove anything to? I think you naturally flipped into that. It's a very Scorpionic thing. You naturally flipped into that. And that's what is clearing the path, or clearing the fog, or clearing out the smoke for the truth to be seen. Because if that was really the truth, it would have hurt. It would have hit. It would have, you know, you would have had some sort of reaction. But the fact that you didn't, it's like, oh, well, that can't even be real then. Yeah, it's okay. Show me the vision. Show me this Page of Swords with the Ten of Cups with Neptune. Thank you. Great. I'm trying to tell you, Grace. You handled all that backbiting, all that gossiping, all that energy. Really, in true spiritual warfare that people were trying to wage against you, unbothered. Baby, you don't even know what you up against. You don't even know what you're doing. And that's why, I don't know, Scorpio, you have some people looking real dumb out here. Real dumb. And like I said, let them look it. They tried to distort a vision around you. Let the truth shine on them. Let it be. And again, continue to live in your grace. That's that Temperance energy. And you maybe even give these people, or I don't want to say this person grace. You maybe, again, caught wind of the fact that it's them backbiting you. You maybe gave them grace. I'm going to give you the grace of letting life handle you. Because if you carried that energy with whoever this was, because then, again, this is close to home. This isn't some random stranger, some random person. But just because you're giving grace doesn't mean you're excusing the behavior. You detached. Gracefully. Yeah. Right. And retreat with the Sensitized and the King of Swords. Right. It's like because you weren't around. Because you were maybe dealing with some grief. Rather than supporting you in that, someone went and decided to paint a false narrative, spread rumors, paint a picture that wasn't there, knowing that you were grieving. That's what I mean by somebody took advantage of like the optics of the situation to their advantage to make it seem like they were whatever. Or again, maybe not even about themselves, but more about you. And this is why it worked, because they might have been really close to you at the time. Or whatever familial connection it is, you know, you would think a parent or a sibling or an aunt or an uncle or a cousin, right? It's somebody might have assumed, oh, well, they might really know because that's their family. And that they didn't know ish. Right. Right. Because you took time to take care of yourself, now you're the bad person. You know what I mean? Now it's this. And please trust and know here, Scorp-Sag, and I know you know this, but again, this is where that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon of the tongue, of the mind, of the spirit can form against you. Because you would have to allow it. And I don't see you allowing that at all. Yeah, ancient memory and inner peace. Because this is what I'm talking about. You're not, it's unbothered. You're not disrupting my peace. You want to think that about me? Okay. That shows me more about you than it ever will say about me. And that's what these people or this person didn't understand. They were exposing themselves the whole time. Because you're being true to yourself, ancient memory. This is who your soul has always been. Ace of Cups with Death. This is who your soul has always been. I've heard you've always been connected in the heart. And nobody can take that away from you, Scorp-Sag. It's your superpower. It's your power. Okay, tell me more about the mystery of the 8th house with this Ace of Cups and Death. Thank you. Radiant. I'm trying to tell you how. How are you still so radiant? How do you still have the Ace of Cups? How are you still so loving, so caring, so giving? How do you still have a good heart? How? It's because that's who you are. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? It's when something is real, no matter how many lies are thrown on it, it doesn't change the truth and the fact that that's real. It's like the truth is the only constant. And you've been in the truth consistently. That hasn't changed. And so that's what's going to carry you forward, Scorp-Sag. That's what you just need to know. Yeah, stay in that inner peace. Stay in that inner peace. Because that's exactly where you need to be, my loves. All right, I'm going to leave this there. I'm sending y'all a big old hug because I know we dance around this energy. We dip in and out of it. I feel like this is just another layer of it shedding, okay? Especially now that Chiron is direct. And I do see you fully closing this energy out come that Saturn and a Neptune conjunction in Aries. This will no longer be a part of your story after that. Okay, so you're almost there, Scorp-Sag. Please hang in there. Please keep your spirits up. Don't let any of that hateration in the dancery get you down, okay? Put your Mary J boots on and kick it. Period. All right, I love y'all so very much. And I'll see you all in our next one, okay? Let me know if this resonated or if this brought you any clarity or confirmation in the comments down below. I'd love to hear that from y'all. And I'll see you soon. Love you lots. Namaste.